Would your company survive if you had a huge case of fraud going on? I want to talk to you about how you can see it coming, how you can identify it, and how you could possibly protect yourself against fraud in your business. Now, there's multiple different types of fraud. You're going to have external fraud and you're going to have internal fraud. Today, we're just going to talk about internal. It happening in your business, by your employees, people you know. So there's a lot of other external cases of fraud, and I will touch base on those another time. But right now, we're going to talk about internal fraud. So why does fraud occur? There is something called a fraud triangle, and there's three different sides of that. So one is financial pressure. And this may be something that you don't even know about as the business owner. It could be personal financial pressure that they're feeling at home. Maybe there is a lot of debt between the couple. Maybe the spouse got laid off. Maybe there was a medical bill and they're feeling a lot of financial pressure in their personal lives. The second piece of the triangle is opportunity. There is opportunity in your business. They are seeing ways that they could easily steal from you, and that the opportunity is there. It's right in front of them and it's easy. And then there's rationalization. They self-justify that it's okay. These people aren't bad people. They probably have never done this before. They don't think of themselves as bad people, so they are telling themselves these reasons why it's okay. Oh, I'm just borrowing the money. Many believe that they are just borrowing the money, but then they never pay it back. They can't. They don't have the means to. I'm underpaid and I deserve the money. So this is really strong when someone in your company sees your payroll regularly. They know what everyone else is making and they feel like they're not making enough. My family needs it. The company won't miss it. They make so much money, they won't miss it. The other employees are wasting it all over the place. And this is a strong rationalization in the accounting department when they are trying to protect your company assets, when they are trying to save you money and look out for your best financial interests, and then other people are just blowing it like crazy. You have company credit cards everywhere. They're fueling up their gas tanks for all their kids in their family. And this person is seeing that regularly. So they feel like, well, other employees are wasting it all over the place. So it's my right. I wouldn't be any different. I can't stand my boss. He or she deserves it. So these are some of the rationalizations that these people are telling themselves. So how can you prevent the fraud in your business? So let's go back and look at that first area, financial pressure. Get to know your employee. Know them before they're hired. Screen them. Do a background check, a credit check. See if they come out okay. Ask them about their desired pay and their financial goals. Just sitting and talking to them, you will find out a lot. And when you ask the right questions and the right way and you let them just talk to you, they will tell you all kinds of things. So know your employee. When it comes to opportunity, having strong internal controls. And so we see a lot of fraud in smaller businesses where they have one person in the office doing everything. And there's no other controls over that person. Sometimes it can be a person that's been working for your business for 20 plus years because there's trust there. They have built the trust. No one's watching them. There's no controls in place. So that creates opportunity for them. So having internal controls in place, having multiple people involved in the accounting processes, handling cash accounts. And even if it's not someone internally, it could be somebody like our firm coming in, providing that oversight, that second set of eyes, handling the cash, and overseeing the accounting processes. So also, if you're in a larger company, you could promote anonymous reporting and put that out there as well. So then that kind of decreases the opportunity for them, because if somebody else catches it, if somebody else sees it or gets onto some clues, they know that they're going to be reported. For rationalization, all those reasons that we were talking about, that they're telling themselves in their head to rationalize this idea of stealing. Create a positive company culture. I think that can go a long way. When people are happy, when they're happy with doing their job and when working with you, then they're less likely to steal from you. So establish clearly defined standards and make sure they're being modeled from the top. So remember when I was saying that all the other employees are wasting it. Set those standards from the top about how your money is treated in the business, and then make sure that those are leading from the top and that everyone is following in place. Have an outside party regularly review it. That goes back to having more people seeing the books. So that could be an outside company like us as the CFO side, or even having an annual audit, a review, compilation of your books. So there is no guarantee that they're going to catch the fraud. There's no guarantee that they're going to stop the fraud, but it keeps just a second set of eyes on there, that somebody is watching them, that the opportunity is not presenting itself. So we unfortunately have seen a few different cases of fraud in our business, and helping companies overcome that with their internal bookkeepers. So it's definitely something that is happening, something to be mindful of. It can be a simple thing. They add their Netflix account to your credit card. They charge up they're supposed to get gas at Quick Trip, and they're charging food and beverages. Like I said, they're filling up their whole family's vehicles, all of their family's vehicles, with their gas card. So a lot of fraud is happening. And when I was looking at some things about fraud in the construction industry, I found this report, and it's a little dated, but I don't see it being any different, and if not worse, because of all the other different types of fraud that there are out there. But it said that the Kroll Global Fraud Report indicated that 75% of construction, engineering, and infrastructure companies have experienced a fraud incident in the past year. So again, there's a lot of different outside sources. But in addition to somebody in the office and the accounting department, you also have field workers that steal tools from you. If you're not tracking your tools and equipment regularly, correctly, those go missing several times. So just being mindful of all the different areas and having all those internal controls in place. One area, at least from the accounting department, that we see it occurring a lot through is payroll. So when you have somebody in-house handling your internal payroll, they are able to manipulate that system, manipulate the payroll taxes, and they can create fraud that way. And it can go undetected. You won't see it. Another way that we are seeing it happen internally with your accounting department is through paying vendors, through the AP process, especially in software that can be easily manipulated and changed. So they may print a check and make it out to themselves, and then go back and edit that check in the accounting system to make it out to a vendor. So those are the ways that we are seeing most common fraudulent cases inside the internal accounting department. Something for you to be mindful of and look out for. So if you feel like you are experiencing some of that, or you're not sure where to go, or you have been experiencing that and now you need to make a change, or you'd like some additional controls in your business, please reach out to us. We're happy to talk to you, no charge. Just have a conversation and see if there's something that we could help you with and provide a service to you to protect you further from fraud internally in your office. So I also want to remind everyone we have a live Q&A call. I think it's the 22nd. Let me check my calendar. Yes, August 22nd. So next Saturday, 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, 7 a.m. Mountain, 6 a.m. Pacific. Yeah, that's right. Keeping all the time zones straight. So join us for coffee, tea, grab your water, ask us some questions, chat with us for a little bit. We'd love to talk to you and see if we can help at all with anything in your business. Thank you so much and have a wonderful weekend.